Ms. Mamata Banerjee, the Honourable Finance and Industry Minister Dr. Amit Mitra, Captains of the Industry, present on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely grateful to the Honourable Chief Minister for inviting me to participate in the West Bengal Global Investors Meet. Madam, I am indeed delighted to be here because, as you very rightly said, every state in India has to develop and grow. The strength of India's democracy is that even though in a multi-party democracy, governments of different political shades will rule at the center and in the states, yet there are larger national causes for which they all stand together. Economic development of India and economic development of the states is one such larger national cause for which we all have a shared vision. And if this shared vision is to strengthen, I have not the least doubt that India's growth, as also West Bengal's growth, would be much larger. Madam, I am delighted to be here for one more reason. That almost every state in India is realizing the importance of creating an investment-friendly environment and encouraging investment in the state. The basis of our growth has to be our ability to attract investment. We have to create an environment where we not merely attract investment, but we also promise profitable returns on that investment. Industry will expect a return on investment, and therefore our entire environment has to be such that it ensures that investment will lead to greater investment. It's only if there is investment, there will be economic activity. If there is economic activity, there will be growth. There will be job creation. If there is profitability, your revenues and our revenues will be up. And if our revenues are up, it will help us both to service the social sector. It will help us to create a better infrastructure and inevitably attract much greater investment. I am therefore delighted to find that in your address there is an invitation to the world at large to come and invest in the state of West Bengal, which had a long legacy of industry. West Bengal has several strengths. As Dr. Mitra just pointed out, it's strategically located. It's one of the most important cities of India and perhaps the most important city of Eastern India. It's our gateway to Southeast Asia. Its neighborhood is various international states, many of which we have to economically compete with. The state itself has a whole history of intellectual capital. The state is well equipped with water. It's been traditionally strong on agriculture. It has produced some of the best mines. And it had historically some of the largest industries of India. Unfortunately, many of them did shift out. And now our challenge is how to re-establish West Bengal as an industrial center once again. When Dr. Mitra just now pointed out encouraging growth figures of the state, we must not lose sight of the reality that the share of manufacturing in the state's growth is still on a very narrow base. It's the manufacturing which is going to create jobs. It is manufacturing in which people are going to shift from the underemployment in the agriculture sector into the manufacturing sector, and that is where one of the greatest challenges of the next few years is going to lie. How do we now attract the best possible investment? Your presence here, of all of you in the dais and in this audience, encourages not merely the leaders of the West Bengal government, but it encourages me also. It's collectively when all the states grow that India grows, and my job as a minister in the central government becomes a little easier. In order to attract and invite investment into all these sectors in West Bengal, as also in any other state in India, we have to bear in mind that one of the greatest challenges, and this applies to the entire country, we have to ease in our norms and ease in the process of doing business in India. Investor has a choice. He has a choice of which state to invest in. He also has a choice of which country to invest in. And therefore, we have to narrow down his choice so that his choice focuses on India and a particular state. Any one of us who can offer him the best deal, that here is a country, here is a state where doing business is going to be comfortable. We have a red carpet laid down for you. Doing business is going to be extremely conducive. It's going to be extremely purposeful and profitable. The investor is going to get attracted to that particular region. Our cost of utilities, our availability of capital, the cost at which that capital is available, are cut down in our decision-making process so that we are able to eliminate red tapeism,